He's most likely a man of imposing size and stature. Someone who's accustomed to violence. Heinous acts in his past define him to the point where he no longer knows who he truly is.
Being here and wondering if you're okay. You're all I have left. Just like this girl's friend is all she has left. Sorry. I know how hard it can be when someone depends on you. What's your friend's name?
Iris Campbell.
Yes. It looks like your friend Iris is here. Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks. I feel better.
Hold tight, kid. I got this. Just need to get my eyes on her computer screen.
She's in room 216. We gotta find it quick, Joy. She's scheduled for electroshock. All right, kid. Coast is clear.
A bed.
Mice can slip under doors, little cracks. It's all just concentration, discipline. I have time to practice.
To drown or be washed.
Iris is due for shock therapy in 15 minutes.
Like, fry your brain shock therapy? Oh, shit.
Oh shit is right. Let's get moving.
Another camera. Get on it. Go away.
You're up again, kid. I need to possess you to get past this crap.
I hate that.
Or you can just go on. Totally alone in here.
Fine.
You know what these hands are?
Lost souls, I guess? Just seems like the opposite of moving on. Or at least the opposite of moving on you're trying to do.
No.
What do we do?
All right, keep going. Get to Iris's room.
No. We stick together.
Joy, we don't have a choice. Now, I'll meet you there as soon as I figure out a way around this. Go! those parts. Those parts aren't me. Where am I? Do you work here? Show some mercy. I wish I could help. I'm sorry.
forget about me?
Found her. I better find Joy and get her here.
To be held in the harsh light is to be held to account.
Be safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't you worry. Everything will be okay. I'm not gonna let anyone
Damn.
touch you.
I'm only over worried about shock treatment, but she's already a lost cause.
Don't call her that to touch you.
Alright, fine. You go see what our comatose witness has to offer.
I'm gonna not let anyone harm you. You're gonna be just fine. Everything is gonna be just fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Iris,
Everything will be fine.
don't worry. I'm here to help you.
Don't kill my sister.
I'm not gonna hurt her.
Stay back.
Holy shit, she can see me.
I'm gonna keep you safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine.
I think I know that symbol. I've seen it before.
Where?
We'll be okay.
I don't know. Maybe my mom's told you.
You're gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be safe. You're gonna
They definitely look familiar.
touch you.
This one means protection.
I'm gonna keep you safe. I'm gonna not let anyone.
I knew this was
Wait, contract. She still knows. She still knows.
Sorry, kid. Maybe we didn't need you after all.
What the hell? She booted me out somehow. Alright. Let's see if anything here can tell me what the hell is going on with this girl. What are these things for? Like art therapy or something?
No. Blue eyes. Cold as death.
Who had blue eyes? And death? What does that mean?
Blue eyes. Wolf eyes. Blue stare. happening? Okay, go. No, just run. Just run. Just run. Go. Leave her alone. I'm so sorry.
Rose saved Iris's life, but paid it with her own. Bell killer's going after young girls.
Well, what was it? What'd you see?
Poor kid. Her sister freed her when they were about to be scorched, but she couldn't return the favor.
Leave us alone!
Iris, are you okay? Ronan,
It's Rose.
she has flames.
She was possessed.
I told you to stay back! Who are you?
I'm Joy. You don't belong in this place.
Orderlies.
Crap, I'm so dead!
All right, Iris could be the answer to everything. Help her, help her. Come on, she's coming with us.
No! You're not taking her!
You want the orderlies to shock her? She stays here. You want her to be safe outside? She comes with us. It's up to you.
We each have a twin self in some way. I think we're kind of obvious.
Over here. In those shadows there. Coast is clear.
Why do my worst nightmares keep getting way worse?
Okay, let's figure this out.
Thought I would never see this again.
All right. So what do you know about this contract?
Nothing.
Come on.
It doesn't make sense.
So he just asked you if you knew about a contract?
He didn't ask. He wanted us to admit to it. Admit to having a contract with Demons.
Demon?
We did nothing to him. He had no reason to go after us the way he did.
The way he did? He drowns one girl and burns another? And where have I seen that stake before?
That's it. All right, look. Get Iris to the church. Make sure that she's safe. I'll catch up with you later. Go.
Okay, come on, Iris.
All right. Now what the hell does a museum gala have to do with Rose's murder?
Judgment rains down on the unaware. Are we the prodder, or are we the puppet?
I've had a long career working as a state inspector for the Department of Mental Health. During that time, I've been to a lot of institutions, and I have seen a lot of horrible things. But nothing even comes close to the evil events that I witnessed at Fairhaven Sanitarium, the place they now call Lux Eterna. I first arrived in 1926. to investigate claims of overcrowding and neglect. However, Fairhaven's reputation was tainted long before that. In 1911, Fairhaven opened its doors for the first time. A notoriously violent criminal by the name of Jack Yates was the hospital's first patient. He was to be the shining example of the hospital's ability to cure the mentally deranged. However, when the superintendent's family was visiting one day, Yates broke free from his restraints, and he killed the man's wife. Since then, no one knows what happened to Yates or the superintendent. Well, that is, until now. Superintendent Wallace Halstead greeted me at the door. He seemed as empty and unkempt as the patients he lorded over. And as I conducted my evaluation, I couldn't help but notice how nervous he got when I passed by a small broom closet. And naturally, I felt it necessary to find out why. When I opened the door, I was hit by the overpowering smell of human excrement. As the light flickered on overhead, I was horrified at what I saw. A withering man lay shackled to the floor in a pile of his own filth. Years of sunless existence had turned his skin, hair, and eyes milky white. He had been chained there for so long that his skin had grown over the shackles. It took me a moment to realize that the husk of a man was Jack Yates. The police arrived and Dr. Halstead was carted off. Doctors moved Yates from the small room for the first time in 15 years. The floor beneath him was permanently stained with the shape of his silhouette. They tried to remove the shackles from under his skin, but the shock of it all was too much for him. He died the next day. I watched as they walled up his tiny prison, trying to pretend that it never happened. I honestly hope he's in a better place, although the staff still claims to hear his agonizing wails coming from inside the walls.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
I'm so sorry. Tomorrow tickets will go on sale to the general public.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Gather round and bear witness to the righteous proceedings of a trial of a most heinous nature. Now you, good woman Putnam, you stand accused of the murder of 7 of your own children, whom you claim were taken by forces of the devil.
This freak show better give me some answers.
I did not do it. My devil spawn of a child is my own accuser.
Fest bearing the spawn of the devil?
Did you see all those police lights?
I don't know.
Mary Warren is a witness to the same, as the girls played with it in the bedchamber.
It proves nothing.
Goody Putnam, do you confess your guilt at inflicting harm of a demonic nature upon your only surviving daughter?
This play is hilarious, but nobody gets it.
Lives of our own silver children.
I neither confess that.
Confess now, confess all of your most foul crimes.
I would dedicate.
There were children accusing their own parents?
Yeah, I mean, if it's here, I guess it's true.
So it wasn't really a form of execution.
Right.
But someone still got killed by this.
Yep.
So, what's the point of this?
They were trying to get people to talk.
To talk. How could they talk with those heavy stones on their chests?
Doesn't make sense to me either.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you in there.
People really died here. What made us derail that day? I always wonder.
I wonder how long they
The
left
train
people
was so
underwater.
loaded down with ammunition,
Long enough
like we
to
were a
be
rolling
mighty
bomb.
uncomfortable, I suppose.
Plus, everyone was staring while it happened.
Yeah. Talk about public humiliation. It must have been like the pillory, but also nearly drowning.
I know it's not as bad as some of the things in here, but wouldn't it be awful if we were locked up in one of these
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sin!
I remember a bright flash, and then nothing.
Confess, witch. Confess. Your covenant. A demonic contract with the dark forces.
So the Bell Killer used torture devices like this to kill his victims. Why kill them like witches?
I'm surprised there's no exhibit for the accusers. It's such an important part of Salem's history.
Actually, several artifacts aren't on display yet. We're currently preparing them upstairs in the restoration room.
I better see what else is in here.
Joy?
I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. The Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, and then maybe you would have stayed at the church.
You know me so well.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
It puts me in touch with odd sensations centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
House of justice, or merely of judgment?
Hey, kid, I need you to lift up this painting.
It's called The Hanged Witch. It's creepy. Ugh.
It's the killer's symbol.
energies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This charade of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Targeting mediums because he thinks they're witches? That's insane. Who do I know that's interested in mediums? Baxter. Is Baxter involved in this? He dropped the case when he was demoted. All right, found the killer's symbol. We got a suspect to look into. We're almost there.
And not one step closer to finding my mom.
Like I said, the world doesn't need another whiner.
You know what? Screw you. You don't understand.
Don't understand? My wife was murdered 3 years ago. She got to float up into the white light, and I got stuck here in this place with some bitchy teen.
Ugh.
Your mom's been missing what? 2, 3 days? Huh? And I guarantee you we'll find her. If we fail, I'll never get to see Julia again. Ever.
We won't fail.
I don't need a cheerleader.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about your wife.
Yeah. Look, we need to act on the information we found. You head off to the church.
The church? Where are you going?
Baxter's our prime suspect. I need to get over to his apartment and see if I can dig up any skeletons. Probably not a good idea for a fugitive to visit a cop.
Fine, I'll meet you later.
husband and I stepped off the platform and onto the giant hissing locomotive. I remember looking back at our small town and thinking of all the happy memories we made there. But I was excited to start our new life in Salem. I must have dozed off because I was startled awake by the sound of screeching metal. And as the train came to a halt, all I could hear was the torrential rain pelting against the roof. I looked out the window. There was only darkness. Then came the brightest flash of lightning I had ever seen. When my husband left to inquire about the delay, a woman in the back of the train started screaming. We rushed over to her and asked her what was wrong, but all she could manage to say through her sobs was something about seeing the spirits of the dead wandering in the rain. Stranger still were the passengers that were suddenly stricken with the painful memories of their past. It was at this point that I became truly terrified, so I set out to find Joe. When I reached the cab and still hadn't found him, I was worried. I looked out the front window and saw the train's conductor laboring to move a downed tree from the tracks. And there was Joe, walking up to help. However, instead of grabbing hold of the tree, Joe bent down, picked up a rock, and crushed the conductor's skull with it. When I left the train and ran up to him, I could see that this wasn't the Joe I once knew. Something had taken hold of him, something angry. Then he saw something that terrified him. He dropped the rock and ran off into the woods. However, right before he disappeared into the trees, during a bright flash of lightning, I thought I saw something chasing him, hunting him. I can only describe it as a ghostly specter, cloaked in black. But more likely than not, it was just a shadow. The authorities spent days combing the woods for Joe, but he never turned up. I tried to go back home, but the memories were too painful. Some nights I lie in bed, tortured by the thoughts of what our life could have been if we had never stepped onto that train.
I just got a text. Did you hear something else happen just now? Something bad.
Did you hear what that guy just said? Something horrible just happened in St. Benedict.
Why the hurry, boys? Where you headed? Oh, no.